Greetings, sending all some warm, positive vibrations. So it's been a long, busy day out in the garden, and the food that I just made is so, oh my gosh, it is so absolutely delicious. I'm going to say I'm channeling a Daughters of the Dust royal wrap. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's so delicious. I just had to come on and share. So, if you're interested in seeing what we prepare from garden to table, stay tuned. If you're new to this channel, welcome. I'm Body-Culinary, professional chef, personal trainer, natural born woman. Shout out to you, whatever your expression is. And I love to share on this channel some of my journey of radical self-acceptance, celebrating and appreciating the unique features that I have been divinely assigned while in this incarnation, while I'm on this side of the dirt. And I also love to share 3 lifestyle practices that I think are really leverage activities that give us something back for our time. And those 3 activities are peaceful consumption, food that loves you back, cultivating a personal movement practice, and peaceful consumption. Did I forget anything? Garden therapy. How can we forget garden therapy? So, yeah, that's what I'm interested in. Fruits, vegetables, movement, playing in the garden. Oh gosh, this is going to be going. I have to save some for my sister. So everything is made from scratch. Everything is made from scratch. Everything is made from scratch. And that's how I like it. I like to think I'm channeling the ways of the mothers and the grandmothers. So this is Dinner Tonight. This is gumfrina from the garden. Here's the callaloo that we picked. I picked some yesterday, I ate those, and picked some more today along with the sweet potato leaf. Here are our tomato crisps. These are made today with no oil. And then here are our red onion wraps. This is fresh ground cumin, cilantro pulled from the garden. There's local papaya. There's local Napa cabbage. This is more vegetables than people are probably eating all week. And shout out to my folks in Flowah Fit and the Nutritional Reset. So when I'm saying greens, I'm not talking about a couple of leaves of greens. I'm talking about what I like to call a mess of greens. We're eating a lot of greens, and there's so much aroma on the plate. There's so much, I can smell the flavor. This is how I want to eat. I also use the plant milk bag to press our coconut milk fresh. So what did I do with it? I'm going to save the pulp. So we're going to save the pulp because we can do something else with the pulp. So I just cracked the coconut, just like Grandma Lou would. And I like to use every part of the food. If you think about it, many years ago, our great-great-grandmothers and great-great-great-great-grandmothers, they couldn't shop where everybody else shopped. And if you're growing food, even if what you have, a limes, a little bit of coconuts, whatever you have in your yard, or whether that's collard greens, if it takes, a couple of years for fruit trees to bear, and if you're growing collard greens or other leafy greens, it can take for many of them 3 to 4 months to harvest. So do you really think if you're watering twice a day in the heat and you're weeding and you're composting, we just harvested a big blue shipping barrel full of compost that's been sitting there for several years. So that's gold. Do you really think you're going to be doing all that work and tossing things in the garbage? So this is one of the reasons why I really like to emphasize growing something of your own, even if you start with 2 plants, something beautiful to look at and something to eat. An easy place to start would be some herbs, right? Everybody can grow something. And so can you imagine, this is all made from scratch. It's so delicious. I didn't add any oil. I did press the coconut cream fresh. And some people might think, it takes a lot of time. It could be as fast or as slow as you like it. I like to think of it as a meditation. I'm going to dig right in. This is so much better than bread. There's no refined oils. There's no grease. There's nothing cooked in here. There's no flour. There's no animal flesh. And it's delicious and it's satiating. And it meets all of my nutrition and my nutrients. So I'm getting my flavor hit without a bunch of artificial MSG type flavorings. It's very colorful. It's very pleasant. Even the flowers are from the garden. The wrap I made myself. The tomato crisp I made myself, no oil. The greens have been growing in the yard. I picked those, the callaloo, and also the tater leaf. It's so delicious. I have to eat it slow. So this is what I'm talking about, right? We deserve to eat beautiful food, high quality fuel that loves you back, fuel that's not going to clog up your skin and clog up your arteries, food that is kind and peaceful. And I say peaceful consumption, peaceful to your liver, peaceful to your brain, peaceful to your cardiac muscle, peaceful to your colon, peaceful to your mood. It's contributing to your vitality and longevity. And most of all, it's sustainable on any type of spending plan, right? So I don't know, it's just so much enjoyment. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is a no-brainer. If only I had been eating like this from a child. Who knew? Who knew? So I invite you to consider to expand your idea of your serving sizes, particularly when it comes to whole, fresh, living, unprocessed foods, in particular fruits and vegetables, right? Sometimes, or quite often, we're cooking it and processing it so much, there's nothing left. So I'm not adding any water, I'm not adding any oil. There's natural juice and liquid that's coming out of the plant. So that's my preferable water. When folks ask me, what's my favorite water? My favorite water is the water that's coming out of the whole, fresh, living fruits and vegetables. So I'm inviting you to feed yourself the most beautiful, colorful, water-rich, nutrient-dense fuel available. I'd love to hear, what did you make for yourself for your meals today? Did you take the time to feed yourself beautiful fuel? Does your fuel have a litmus test? Do you have your own personal litmus test just for yourself? The things that you're allowed to pass your lips, do you consider your skin? Do you consider the taste? Do you consider the energy that's going into the food? Do you consider the mood that you're in when you're preparing your food? Because I was like in such a high state. Thank you. You like the headscarf? So this is my quickie style of day, because we're all about ease, right? A lot of the time and resources that I would have been spending on my hair, and I do luxuriate. I just keep it simple. I've traded that for garden therapy and my movement practice. So this is a really beautiful, it's actually a really long vintage scarf. And this is one of my favorite hairstyles, my Afro bun. So this took me all of not even 2 minutes. And a lot of the styles I'm wearing are the same styles that I was wearing and would wear if my hair were loose, was a loose natural, right? So I'd be wearing a lot of very, very loose double strand twists. My hair tangles very easily. It's very delicate. It's easy to break off when it's mishandled or overhandled. And I have chosen, I'm not interested in using a bunch of products. Sometimes I'll use a really delicate shampoo, really, really delicate, with no this, no that, no sulfates, no phthalates, no artificial this or that. And I mostly am using things from the garden, salad, sweet potato, baked my dinner. Okay. That's wonderful. It is so much fragrance of the food in here. You would think, if someone came in here, you would think I was cooking on a stove, but I'm not using a stove. And actually, I want to say I'm torturing myself, but I'm just like taking my time before I dig in. It's so delicious. The flowers from the garden, the herbs from the garden, tomatoes, a local farmer, papaya, local farmer. I'm making the wrap fresh. Both the callaloo and the sweet tater leaf and the hot pepper are all coming from the garden. I do have some ginger and some turmeric also coming up in the garden. So there's a lot that we can grow. Everybody can grow something. I'm telling you, this lifestyle is so enjoyable. If you can keep your enjoyment factor up, and if you find the way, just with a bit of education, to make it sustainable so it can work with any kind of budget, because this has been years now, then this is just a no-brainer. It's so much enjoyment. It's so fragrant. It's so easy on your digestive system. And most of all, it's so delicious. It's mind-blowing. There's no way you could pay me, or you could pay me to eat inferior food and pay top dollar for it. There's no comparison. I'm sorry. I wish I had known about this as a child. There's no comparison. So this is what keeps me on the straight and narrow, as someone who was definitely a junk food junkie with tons and tons of acne and coming from a family pattern self-medication and obesity and morbid obesity and diabetes and heart disease and all the comorbidities that travel in packs. So living foods can help. It's huge in your toolbox, can help give you some space once you know, okay, I just had a whole lot of fruits and vegetables. Okay, it's fresh. It's in the optimal state. Wow, I actually am not hungry. You can start to get some space between yourself and the narrative that is running around in your head around your food. Because once you know you've had enough, then you can start to see, actually, I'm eating, I'm not hungry. What is driving my appetite, right? What kind of triggeration from this environment is driving my appetite? So living foods is huge in your toolbox, just like being at ease in your own skin. I'm telling you, we deserve to feel comfortable in our own skin. We deserve to feel comfortable in the hair and skin we were born in. I'm just telling you, it's a relief. I've taken it off the table. I've just given somebody's moving goalpost of beauty. You can have it back. I'm not interested. I'm all about the freedom here. I'm not twisting. I'm not oiling. I'm not interested. And it's a beautiful thing to come into your own, to be comfortable. If you're interested in whole living foods as a lifestyle and exploring, or maybe perhaps taking it on to see what that can do for you, a great investment into the 401k of your body. What do you need your body to do for you the next 10, 20, 30, 40 years? What do you need it to do, right? Some things may happen, but we want to mitigate, a lot of risk. Your cells are highly intelligent. They know when we're putting substances masquerading as food in there. So there are sample shops, all different types of budgets, pictures. If you're a mom, a student, just managing your own money, or you're just endeavoring, like, how do I do this to get off the diet roller coaster? Because I'm not dieting, I'm eating deliciousness. If you have a lot of acne, feel free to check out Natural Beauty No Products. Yes, I put food on my face. And yes, the products that I use are primarily the whole fresh living foods. First from the inside, and then with the movement practice, you get to circulate all that good food up to your scalp and throughout your body, right? It's not just about the party in your mouth. It's also going to make sure that these living cells that eat and poop, that they get high quality nutrition, right? That's a foundation for a really strong, healthy immune system. If you're interested in Flowah Fit coaching and community, do feel free to reach out to info@body-culinary.com, and there should be a link over there so you can check out. It is very, very early, so if you can hang early, you can catch me at 4:30 in the morning. It's goal setting intentions, and some other things are going to be added on. So there is a supportive aspect that is free. So if you're looking for support around those lifestyle activities, garden therapy, everybody can grow something, personal movement practice, and peaceful consumption, check that out. And there's also folks that want to cut the guesswork out of their fitness and nutrition. There is fitness and whole fresh living unprocessed foods coaching. So that's available on body-culinary.com. So let me know. I'd love to know, what kind of beautiful food did you make for yourself today? Yes. What do you say, Diane? She said, yes, talk about your digestive system is easy on eating healthy living foods. I know that's right. Maybe you're talking about stress. Well, this actually, it's interesting. Some people think preparing your own food is stressful. I actually find it it's like a relaxing meditation to make beautiful food for yourself. Yeah, I can't wait. I'm going to take my time and eat that. I'm going to take my time and eat that. So I'm sending you all some warm, positive vibrations. Hopefully you're eating some food that as you sleep tonight, your body can easily absorb all of the nutrition and with ease, pass out the fiber, right? Pass out that fiber and good bacteria, which is the foundation of our immune system. It thrives and it likes to eat that plant fiber, that cellulose. So many of us, we're eating mostly starch and dried out foods and foods devoid of water, or food that's been so processed, there's no more vitality and nutrition in it. It's something for us to consider. And my house right now smells like fragrant. It smells so delicious in here. So I'm going to get up here and I'm going to eat something. Feel free to comment respectfully if you like. I don't have all the perspective. Hit the subscribe button if you're interested way to get use out of this internet is to set up your stretch mat, cut up some fruits and vegetables, or declutter as you're watching these videos to create some kind of support for yourself. So hope you rest well tonight, that your body gets a chance to repair and to rejuvenate. And hopefully I'll see if you can drag yourself out of bed. I will see you at 4:30 in the morning Eastern Standard Time for goal setting. You can call it meditation. I like to call it relaxation. And some other things, African dance and other things are going to be coming. So the early bird gets the prize. All right, you all. See you soon.